warm welcome back to Afternoon Express. We're in the favourite spot in the lot. We can just let your hair down and have some fun and enjoying making delicious meals with us on the show today. Clem Pedro's got a delicious recipe that involves quinoa crusted chicken. And yes, I say quinoa. Most people say
Quinoa.
or quinoa.
Or quinoa. But it's spelled really oddly. Let me hold it up. It's Q-U-I-N-O-A, but it's pronounced quinoa.
Quinoa. It makes no sense whatever from like a phonetic perspective, but
It doesn't.
So for those of you who've been calling it quinoa your whole life and have always wondered what is this quinoa thing, you now know it's one and the same. And we're going to show you how to use it in the recipe today, because this dish is really cool, because it can be a sort of snack if you want, but it can also be a full meal in its own right if you put them two together. So in this part, what we're going to do is show you how to crust your chicken and make that super delicious, and then later we'll show you how to make a delicious side that doesn't involve, like, it's vegetable, so it doesn't involve too much of the unhealthy stuff.
Sure. You're kind of the wrong person to ask, because I know you're quite healthy, but what do you think, or what would you normally go for as a snack during the day?
Oh, that's interesting, because I carry a lot of stuff. I carry a lot of fruits, I carry a lot of nuts around at home, and then also I generally trying to keep things snack-sized. So if I honestly will make like myself like a sort of chicken schnitzel or whatever it is, and then keep that sort of as a portion-sized thing, because the dietitian said I must carry a little box, and it must have a certain amount of vegetables, green vegetables, yellow vegetables as well, and then it must have some kind of proteins in there, and then cheese.
I was really hoping for like a 20-second answer.
Sorry, I gave you a whole hour long show.
Sorry, guys, we have no time to complete this recipe.
Catch up next week on Afternoon Express. I get all the details and wing it, I guess.
So the point I was trying to make is that a lot of people tend to go for the unhealthy things, you know? So it's not going to be something that's going to sustain you throughout the day. It's going to be something that gives you kind of a boost like right now. So it's chocolates, it's chips. These snacks are really amazing. I spoke about these quinoa little snacks. They come with mixed nuts already. So these as a snack are awesome because it's low GI, full of fiber, and it gives you the energy you actually need to be sustained throughout the day.
So people actually forget this. You need carbs throughout your day to keep the energy levels up throughout the day. So don't ever neglect having carbs during the day. Don't only have it for breakfast and like a sort of muesli.
Exactly.
You got the proteins in there too, which is good.
That's right. Dad, I'm going to give this to you, and I'm going to ask you to start pounding away and break the cake down. To that, I'm going to add a little bit of cumin. Your only job is to pound that, okay?
Oh gosh.
And
no
some paprika.
pressure. So you're adding kind of sort of like Eastern sort of flavors to this dish.
Yeah, that's right. Kind of. I'm trying to incorporate a lot of flavor. If it doesn't want to crush like Dad's doing right now, guys, don't worry. Don't worry. Give it to me. Give it to me. I'm going to just chop it all up. Oh, no, it's cool. It's cool. I
did well. I did well.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is a simple breading method. Chicken goes into the eggy wash. And then
flour goes in there too. That's just a binding agent.
Yeah. And that's going to be the first crumb on our chicken. There we go. Let me not get it all over the place. How's it going there, Dan?
It's going well. I'm just trying to get it down to slightly finer textures. And when you get this into the oven, it's slightly more even, but it's looking good.
So chicken's a great source for protein because we know, chicken breast, sorry, because we know it's quite lean.
Cool, so you can just hoy that in there.
There we go. It's quite lean, and you don't need that extra fat through the day. It's really great. Keeps you going for a long time, especially if you're hitting the gym.
Hit the gym, bro. Yeah, especially going in the kind of mornings. You've got to replenish your energies during sort of breakfast time, but then later on in the day, to sustain those energy levels, you need your proteins in there, you need your fats in there, as well as you're going to need your carbohydrates. So quinoa, a little bit like that, is such a long sort of acting like sort of carbohydrate. It keeps you going for a very, very long time. It's low GI. The nuts obviously got all the right oils and proteins in it, and then your chicken's your protein.
Okay, cool. So now what's really great is these you can braid before the time. So you can braid these a night before the time. Okay. And let them sit in the fridge. Now, I don't know, I like waking up really early in the morning and kind of getting ready for my day. So I would actually have time to pop that in the oven and get ready for the day.
Lovely.
So those go to the oven, really, like super quick, 15 minutes. Really good. You'll start smelling it. That's when you know it's done.
Okay.
From there, pop it into your lunchbox, and you've got your protein part of your lunchbox sorted for the day. But when we come back later, I'm going to show you how we put this to make a beautiful plate of like roasted pumpkin with it, a little bit of a salad.
Yummy. Yeah. Yummy. That sounds so delicious. But if you want to get this in the meantime, just start getting the details on your mobile device. You can SMS the keyword chicken to 33650. It'll cost you R1.50, and those free SMSs do not apply. So we mentioned this isn't the end of the recipe. There's still a lot more else to come. And speaking about else, we've got some golfers on the couch. You're back with us on the Afternoon Express in our loft kitchen today on the Afternoon Express. You see what I did there? It's like a nice train ride. It's super smooth. And we're helping you guys create something so delicious. It's the perfect snack for any time of the day. It's got the right combination of carbs, the right combination of proteins. And now all we need to do is add through the vegetables. Indeed.
Cool, you ready? So let's start off by talking about the vegetables. Can you pass me those pumpkins?
Told you I'd introduce you to my pumpkin. My pumpkin's in the loft, and I'm so happy to have her.
I don't know if she's happy to have me.
You want to chop her up and throw her into a dish?
No, because she comes chopped already.
Oh.
So that's cool. So the diced pumpkin goes into a bowl.
Yeah.
You don't forget your own jokes.
I am a little bit. I'm in one of those moods today. It's too close to the weekend for me not to be weird.
Okay, cool. Salt goes in, pepper. And I'm loving spice. I think this year, the biggest thing about trying to eat sensibly and you're kind of watching what you're eating, but you don't want to get into that like rut of having
Plain,
boiled chicken.
boring food.
Yeah, you might as well just eat this, like, dinner. Eat. You don't want to do that. You got to go big and bold when it comes to spices. The spices are great, enhance the flavor of everything you're eating and make you feel like you've had a meal.
Great. So what are you doing to this one?
So
for
normally,
the spices?
where this is like done, a little bit of olive oil goes to the oven. No, we're going to actually beef it up a little bit. So a little more cumin goes in. Cumin gives it that nice earthiness to complement the sweetness of the pumpkin.
Yeah.
Which is really great.
And you did gooi cumin into your chicken too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So it's going to complement that too.
Throw cumin on everything. Your kid wakes up in the morning, what's the past? Cumin. Kid's done.
The problem is if you had a television presenter named Min, it would be a real problem because it's cumin and they're going to be like, and then it's not their time. And then you're throwing that in.
So then as we move along with the recipe, Dan, you're so funny. Okay, cool. Extra virgin olive oil goes in, not a lot, just a little, just a coat.
Cool.
And then I'm loving smoked paprika right now.
Is that what this is?
Nope.
Oh, no, that's not what that is.
That's, guess what it is?
That smells really delicious.
It's cumin.
Oh, is it?
Okay, cool. A little smoked paprika goes in there. The smokiness is really awesome. Dan, I love being in the kitchen with you.
Toss that up, chuck it onto a nice baking tray, and I think you gooi that in the oven for how long?
I'd say for about 35 minutes or 40 minutes. You want the pumpkin to kind of char.
Ooh, lovely.
Ooh, like this one.
Delicious.
The charring is great because that brings out the natural sweetness in there, the natural sugars come out there. It takes a normal pumpkin to another level, creating diversity in flavors, which is very, very important.
So quick tip for me, I try to cook pumpkin as well as butternut in the oven before, and it generally takes quite a long time to cook, and if it does take a long time to cook, it doesn't seem to reduce as nicely as that. Any tips on how to make it perfect?
Yeah.
Oil, no oil?
Yeah, 180. Don't play around with the temperature. Okay. 180 for safety, and it really, really works with this recipe, and when it comes to cooking pumpkin in general.
Long. 180, and keep it in there for as long as you can.
Yeah, and don't fiddle with it.
Okay.
Once it goes down, leave it.
Oh, that's maybe my problem. I
Have
keep trying to toss it around.
Damn.
Even tone, but no.
Cool. So what I've got in here, I've got some spring onions already, because I love spring onions.
Delicious.
They're in there
nice
already,
colours.
so we're going to kind of build up more flavor.
My favorite things in the whole world. These things saved the day when Woolies started to stock them. They're amazing.
Toasted coconut. So you get them in Woolies stores. They're really, really awesome. We're going to add this to our plate right now. That's going to add a bit of crunch, a bit of nuttiness, and a bit of flavor. You full of nuttiness, to be honest, my friend.
Yeah, I don't need any more in my dish anyway. Honestly, these things are life-made. They are life goals when it comes to food. I'm going to actually steal one off the top. They've got that
so
toastiness
delicious
of
and
the
so
coconut.
good for you. When it comes
you can buy desiccated coconut, but this is the toastiness of it all, which is honestly so yum.
And when it comes to like good fats that we're all talking about right now, what better fat you get than coconut fat?
Yeah, and it is trending at the moment. Coconut is a very, very big ingredient to keep
using. A lot of lemon juice. Lemon juice will never, ever, ever die. What do you call these, Dan?
You call those mange tout.
Not?
Oh, it's sugar snaps.
No.
No, mange tout.
No, Jeannie and I was talking about the way that people completely mispronounce it.
Mange tout.
Mangstoot.
Mange tout.
Mangetout.
Mangstoot. I'm going to go get those from my Woolies, eh? Mangstoot, eh?
I just like to cut those in half. Those go in. And what am I missing? What am I missing?
Your
a little
chicken.
bit of coriander. Dad, I'm putting you on herb duty.
Yeah.
Some coriander goes in. Some basil goes in. And I'm going to slice up a beautiful crusted chicken. I mean, look at this chicken, Dad. How good is that?
Looks delicious. It's cooked to perfection. Nice little snack you've thrown in there.
There we go.
All the freshness of the basil, as well as obviously your coriander on top, is just going to top this off yummy. And if this wants to maybe be the dinner that you're going to make for your family or your friends, and keep it as a snack, maybe in a lunchbox if your kids are heading to school and want to surprise them with something super delicious, the keyword is chicken. You can SMS that to 33650 at a cost of R1.50. Your free SMSs don't apply. And obviously, if you can get this recipe, you'll get everything on your mobile device, from the recipe itself to all of the ingredients and shopping list, etc. Do it right now. And if you missed any of the steps on how exactly to put these things together, have a look at this.